Hey guys, we're out here at Phoenix Services with Glenn Rowden, our founder here. We got Gene Barnhurst, who is our account manager, who's been serving Phoenix for a long time now, and then Tony Hunt, who is the site manager out here. So we've been serving this company for how long now?
At least 10 years.
10 plus years?
10 plus years, and we pretty much built the whole system here for the electrical.
Nice, nice. And Tony, how has Gene helped you guys out here?
Gene is the reason we're successful.
Yeah.
When we changed accounts and found that the power needs here were woefully inadequate, Gene came out, assessed everything. We had a huge project that put in a quarter-mile of cabling in this transformers and power relay you see here behind you. And the entire site, the entire rock crushing plant and the load-out system is all Gene's design build. And we told him what we wanted to do, and he put the pencil to the paper and made it happen. Yeah. And it has been one hell of a dependable machine.
So then, Gene, how did you put this all together? You obviously didn't have a set of plans to...
No set of plans. They just gave me a basic layout of the motors and the conveyors, and I took it from there and put all the loads together, designed the whole system so that it was sequenced the way it needed to go. And when it was first done, before they brought the new power in, there wasn't enough power to run this plant. So
Right.
we had to do some figuring with frequency drives to get the loads down, and to be able to only could run this part till we got enough power to actually really run it the way it needed to be done.
And keep
So
it rolling.
it was a two-phase project to keep it going.
I remember the soft starts. you couldn't start everything and the crusher at the same time. Like, okay, wait till it gets up the RPMs. All right, can you hear the sucking sound? No? Okay, now we have enough power. Turn on the rest of it.
That's good. That's good.
That means he gave you good instructions.
Oh, great instructions. And part of the reason the plant's been so durable is that sequencing.
Yeah.
We told them, this is what we do, and if something goes wrong here, this, and this has to shut off.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong at the crusher, everything after the crusher has to shut off.
Okay.
If something at the load-out system, it was completely new. AQMD required that, and I think it was right in the middle of the build we threw that at you.
Yeah.
Because they said you can't load trucks by loader. You have to load them with a load-out system. And we're like, well, what?
Yeah.
Gee, can you make this for us? And we branched off the power, and now that system, trucks pull up, they hit the buttons 1, 2, 3. He got it all, simple enough for the truck drivers. And it'll put 12.5 tons in the front box, 12.5 tons in the back. They pull onto our scale, and we're done.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's a super simple system.
That's great.
And you'll be glad to know we've loaded like 1,200 tons worth of material in one day through that. Yeah. California Cement's our primary customer now. And we've pumped a little over 25,000 tons through the plant in the last 2 months.
Wow.
Wow.
We're running the backlog material. The big hill back here where the trees are in the background used to make those trees look like Christmas trees. And we've been cutting it down since the build's shut off the furnace. And if something hangs up somewhere, it shuts off. If we get a weird noise somewhere, he's got the e-stops and the sequencing set up so that you cannot start it out of sequence. Just about made it idiot-proof.
That's fantastic.
Which means I can even write. As you can see, we're obviously in a container. And from the power in here to all the circuitry and breakers there, to our control panel here, which is all sequenced in order so that our plant starts and runs the correct way without causing jams. This is all jam. Without it, we don't need. I mean, we're here 3 guys on Friday. Turn around. 961 tons with 3 guys.
Wow.
She runs flawlessly. Everything from how it runs to that great big AC unit on the side. You have to keep this room cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Even to the cooling recommendations to make sure that it was durable and lasted this long.
Yeah.
You know, because we are in a super tough environment.
Yeah.
We are heavy, heavy dust.
Yeah.
We're dealing with steel slag, which is highly abrasive, and then all the different pieces of steel that go through this plant, and it is just bulletproof. It really is. You couldn't get a better system if they made it off the shelf.
Yeah.
And for it to work as well as it has, for as long as it has, with so many different operators, it really is a testimony to how well it was built. You know, because we've had a lot of different people in here, varying levels of intelligence, that have been able to pick up how to run it and how to run it efficiently by the way it's wired. You know, we can actually run half the plant, run a different product, do maintenance on our crusher, while we're still producing material, straight line down through the big shaker there at the same time. So our down days can be productive days at the same time.
Yeah, that's great.
She just had a basic layout.
Drawing right there.
That drawing right there, and it gave me the different motors that were on there and the horsepower.
Yep.
And then from that, I put the rest together.
That went from a pencil drawing of what we would possibly want. Thank you, sir.
Total design build.
To the true set of prints on what's really in here. And this is all out of his head, what to do, the protection devices, everything's labeled on exactly what's here. The whole 9 yards. I mean, we still have the original manual as it's our Bible.
You are one of the few customers that still has the original manual, something like that we put together.
We have
Most
to.
people lose that stuff.
It's far too complex for us to figure out.
That's awesome.
You know, we can get close with that and go, we think it might be this. He comes out and he goes, tell me what's happened. Ain't no looking at this. It's in here. You know, and he says, okay. And probably an hour or two later, it's working fine. We ran power from behind that far low building all the way around the tracks up here to this the transformer bank.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of pipes sticking out of here. And I mean, literally from the beginning, the container's got to be level. This has got to be this way. And that's why it's sitting on billets. You know, tying it from the raw, is it 480?
Yeah.
Straight in. Everything. He walked into this container, it was empty. No AC. We still had to open up the door so he wouldn't sweat himself to death.
Good.
Well, thanks for all that.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was fantastic. Well, Gene, this is just a smidgen of what you've done for Champion over the years. How long have you been with Champion now?
Close to 14.
14 years.
2006, right? Isn't that when we made, made the transition? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that I've always said that the best part of the Suburban transition to Champion was the people, and Gene, you know, I mean, obviously you were with Suburban from the early days of Suburban, and one of their longtime employees, and then when you came to
only
us,
28 years.
yeah,
Wow.
Gene's been a tremendous asset to Champion from day one, and I knew that we were making a good decision bringing these people on because we had people like Gene. And I got to come out here when you were first getting this thing rolling and kind of see you, you know, in your element, figuring this thing out, and it was fun to see, you know, this thing come together. And thanks, Tony, for what you have to say about Gene.
Oh, no
because
problem.
This guy, you know, he's just done nothing but make things happen electrically for Champion Electric and giving us a great name and the customers that you have had over the many years that everyone's going to miss you. So, but we're not letting you go off easy. So you know we're gonna keep a hold on this guy a little bit with Habitat for Humanity. He's taken the lead on that for us for many years, and we got to wire a lot of houses for Habitat for Humanity. That Gene has kind of been the head guy for that, and what a great opportunity for us to serve our community that way. And that's one of the things about Gene, that he's got a great big heart, cares about people, cares about helping out his fellow man, and he's just been that kind of guy his entire life, and he's become a great friend of mine. And yeah, man, I'm just proud of you, man, and glad to have you around and come out here and celebrate this with you. And what a wonderful career you've had, Champion Electric.
Yeah, for sure. Amen to that. Amen. So you've been, what, 28 years at Suburban and 14 at Champion? So essentially that's 42 years at the same company.
Pretty much.
I think that says a lot about you and who you are.
He's been bringing youngsters through here, training them, and we really appreciate that too.
Yes.
The youth that comes in that wasn't here when he built it, he's taking the time not only to come out and do the job we ask him for, but to train the younger electricians, the apprentices and whatnot, to go, hey, listen, this isn't like the normal thing. And we've had a couple little issues with our loadout. The truckers will get it unprogrammed, or the belt will jam or something. He brings them out, shows the new kids what to do, how to do it.
That's one thing I know with Gene. It's always been his heart to train. He loves teaching people the new things, the things he's picked up over his vast career. And it's been fantastic for us.
It's been a benefit for us too, because obviously under demand, and when you can say, hey, listen, I already trained him to do it. Go handle it. And he comes and handles it, and a couple hours, he's like, I'm out of here. Yes, for a minute again. Wow, he's already gone?
Well, I learned a long time ago, the more you can teach the guys, the easier my job is.
Yeah, that's right.
There it is. You guys have had the 42 years of faithful service, but the years that we've had with him and the success that we've had because of him, it cannot be understated. It's the truth.
Well, Gene, I thank you for everything you've done and helped me through my career through this transition, and you've been a true asset to me. Man, you're going to be missed, but again, we're not letting you go off the hook that easy. So we'll see you around, and for sure, you are welcome anytime.